So today, let's talk about lecture 3 of COMP 313 formal method. So the plan for today is basically, why do we need more than propositional logic? The corresponding syntax and semantics of the first order logic. How does it evaluate to a first order formula? So yesterday we have recapped the propositional logic. Now we introduce the technical core of the specification language, which is called first order logic. So propositional logic expresses complex statements built from atomic statements by combining these in a logical perspective. We have the propositional symbols, for example, Socrates is mortal, Aristotle is mortal, but cannot express that every person is mortal without immunity all persons. Similarly, expressing that is a normal person requires immunity all persons. Finally, both propositional symbols refers to the concepts of morality, but independently. There's a need for the predict logic. So what do we mean by the predict logic? Predict in Chinese called 断言. To overcome these limitations, the first of our predicate logic, we can quantify our elements of domain of disclosure. That is to say, a set of objects we're interested in, and we can refer to predicted over the domain of disclosure. This allows us to finalize statements like every person is mortal. There's a person that is mortal. The corresponding first order logic in Z notation is that every person is mortal. There exists one person that is mortal. The corresponding basic syntax is that to define a language of first order formulas, we fix a set of var of variables, a set of types of types, a PRED of predictor symbols, each one coming with a signature given the types of its argument. A set of functions symbols, each one combines the signature given types out of its input and output. The set CONS of constant symbols, each one comes with the type. Arithmetic var x, y, z, x0, x1, type r, PRED. I see. PRED 就是大于等于、小于、大于等于这样的。Functions 是加减 ，counts 是就是数。Customer database var 等于 x, y, z, x0, x1。Type 比如说 people, date, cities。PRED 是男的是女的，然后 functions 是 lives in or born on。Counts is empty. The terms are immediate objects that are used to construct atomic formulas. Inductive definition. 每一个 variable in Y is a term. Every constant is a term. 如果 F 属於 FUNC, with the signature T1 到 Tn belongs to Tn and T1 到 Tn are terms that Ti has a type T. Terms.如果一个 function 比如说加和减，它有它的 signature T。 signature 是什么？ and are terms that 这我不知道这个是什么意思。我觉得我们可以看一下那个我们可以看一下这个。
Okay, hi everyone. Find it for atomic propositions and formulas yesterday. Everything that is a variable is also a term. And furthermore, every constant is a term. So every constant in our set cons is also a term. And furthermore, if we have a function in func, call it f, which has signature tau 1 up to tau n, is mapped to tau, meaning the function has n inputs of type tau 1 up to type tau n, and it gives an output which has type tau, then t1 up to tn, if these are terms such that each ti has type tau I, so they have the right type to be put into the function at that position, then f of t1 up to tn is a term of type tau. Okay? So then I can apply f to t1 up to tn, and this is then a term of this output type tau here. Okay? Again, the definition looks a bit more complicated than the examples are at the end of the day. So for example, these here are all terms. Let's start with this one here. We had 1 and 0 as constants, so they are terms. And they have type R, reals, so I can apply the plus function to these terms, and I get a new term of type R. And so I do this, and I obtain new terms, and then I can also apply multiplication, and I get a new term. So everything I can build up from 0 and 1 and plus and minus and multiplication and division, and even the variables will be a term. Okay? Similarly, I can write x divided by y. This is also a term, because x and y are variables, so they are terms, and then I can apply the division function in func and obtain a new term. And similarly, y times y plus 1 would also be a term. And in our other setting, with the customer database, the variable x is a term by the first rule, lives in.
这个意思就是，这个，你看哈，这个f 它有一些，如果说输入就是这个 signature， 就是这些的输入能输出这么个东西。t 和 tn 的时候呢，这个 terms such as， 就这个是 term 的意思啊，每一个 ti 它有一个 ti for each i， 那么这个东西也是一个 term， 就是它是这种对应上，所以下面这些全是 term。Atomic formulas build from terms and predictors。如果 P 是属于 PRED 的 is a predictive symbol。Ti tau I 到 tau n and Ti is a term of tau I for every I, then P Ti 到 Tn is an atomic formula。如果 T1 到 T2 是个 terms， 那么 T1 等于 T2 是一个 atomic formula。就一加这个，这是一个 formula。就如果说它自己，build from terms， 就这个东西是不是真的还是假的？这个东西可以由 terms 和这种判断符来表示出来。Formulas are constructed from atomic formulas using Boolean connectives and qualifiers。每一个 atomic formula is a formula。如果它是一个，那么这个就是；如果它俩都是的话，那么这些都是；如果它是的话，那么 x 是个变量，它是个 type， 这就是 for all， 这个是 type， 至于这个是 type 啊，所有的东西存在一个这个东西这样。比如说 存在一个实数，使得这个东西的这个任意的这个实数使得这个东西使得这个任意的这个使得就是什么任意的实数所有的 y 对于任意的实数 x 对于任意的 y 实数 y， 然后存在一个 z 使得这个东西关系成立。这个对任意的 x 属于 n 存在 y 属于 n 满足这么一坨关系成立，然后存在 y 属于 n 使得这个成立，存在任意的 x 是人，存在他们的 dates 是存在他们的 dates 是存在一个时间，他们出生的时间等于这个时间。存在一个时间，存在一个人，他的时间，任意的人存在这个人的生日是这个天，然后任意的存在 y 任意的 x 任意的人的 x 都在存在一天，使得就所有的人，这书应该先看里面啊，不知道。我怎么觉得应该先看里面？括号不应该先看里面吗？对吧？就是任意的 x， 任意的人。First order logic as quantification range over elements, second order logic as universal and exist qualification over sets of elements to first order logic, third order logic as universal and exist qualification over sets of elements to 这些 logic are more expressive， 把它更加的复杂。我们 equivalence 这个东西也是一样的，就是存在一个 x 的反，也就是说，所有的东西的反就是存在一个，就所有东西都，所有的东西都成立的反，存在一个让它不成立，就是存在一个不成立的反，就所有东西。存在一个不成立的反，就是所有的东西都不成立。所有的东西存在一个成立的反，存在一个成立的反，就是所有的东西都不成立。存在一个成立的反，就是所有的东西都不成立。存在一个东西成立，然后就所有东西都不成立。看这个的确是这个样子，就是反进去的时候要变这个号。Moving quantifier 假设这个东西就是这个好像符号不用变是吧？直接移进去就行。对，好，这个东西就是 x 满足这个东西 ，it defines itself 就是什么？存在 y 属于 n 使得这个情况，但是它自己不能给个真值， 然后呢，它 define 的这个东西就是存在，就是当 n 属于 e 的时候，使得这个东西做成 t， 那么 x t 这个东西它的意思是，这个东西是 phi x 是1啊，我觉得这个2是错的，10149。那么这个 e 呢，就比如说1234乘以 x 的1234，它等于 true。In general formula 这个东西为这3个变量 define the set of 这个，然后1加1加1小于1加1乘以1加1加1加1。首先我们想一下 formula without free variables。我们可以去想 formulas where each qualifiers 用不同的变量，所以我们说存在 x 是 n，x 大于0，且存在 y 属于 n，x 大于 y 并上 we can rename variables to the， 就这个变量名可以换。
Welcome to VoiceOver. Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks